Hi friends, in previous lectures we have seen the arithmetic progression and the geometric progression, their basics, some formulas and some remarks we have seen, and in present lecture we are going to see some simple examples, simple multiple choice questions from the 11th textbook of Maharashtra State Board. So let us see some simple MCQs, and we will see some difficult or more difficult examples with the tricks. In present lecture, we are going to use the basic methods from the textbook itself. So let us see the first question. It is given, it is asked to find the common ratio of the GP. It is given, it is a GP. So it is a simple question. The common ratio of the consecutive terms is nothing but the common ratio. So which is denoted by R, and it is nothing but the ratio of second term to the first term, and clearly it comes to be 2. So that is the answer, option D. Okay, we got this. Let us see now the second example. So in this second example, again we have given a geometric sequence like this, and we have to find its 10th term. So we know the formula for nth term of a GP, which is Tn is equals to A into R raised to n minus 1. In this case, A is the first term of this GP, which is in this case it is 1 by 4, and R is the common ratio. In the question it is given itself, it is a GP, so we need not to check whether it is GP or not. So take the ratio of second term to the first term, which will give me the ratio which is called as the common ratio. This 4 goes in the numerator, and you will get minus 4 by 2, which is minus 2. So A is known, now R is known, and we have to find the 10th term. So using the formula for Tn, I can find T10 by putting n is equals to 10 in this formula for Tn. I will get that T10. A is nothing but 1 by 4, R is a minus 2, and that raised to 10 minus 1. So which comes to be 1 by 4 into minus 2 raised to 9. Minus 2 raised to 9. It is minus 512. So which on division will give me minus 4 ones are 4, 1 is remainder here, 4 2s are 8, and 3 is again there, and 4 8s are 30. So the answer is option C. Hope you got this simple example. Now in the question, it is given the ratio T6 upon T3 is equals to this, and the question is to find R. We know the formula for Tn. It is nothing but A into R raised to n minus 1. Using this formula for Tn, we can find T6 as A into R raised to n minus 1 means 6 minus 1, which is 5 there. So it is T6 A into R raised to 5. Then T3 can also be calculated using the same formula. It is A into R raised to 3 minus 1, and which is equal to A into R square. Now come to the given equation. It is given that T6 upon T3 is equals to 145 divided by 54. Now put the values of T6 and T3 which we have obtained above. So it is A into R raised to 5 divided by A into R square, and it is given to be this 1458 divided by 54. So solve this A and A get cancels. So on the left side we are getting R raised to 5 upon R square, which is R cube, and divide this. You can simplify this to give you 27, and therefore R is equals to 3 is the correct answer, which is given option A. Okay, let us proceed further for fourth example. So in the question we have given again a GP, and a term is given to us 2048, and we have to find the number of that term. So we have to find n. In this case, A, the first term is given as 1. The common ratio can be calculated as 2 by 1, which is 2. And suppose the given term is nothing but the nth term, that is Tn, which is equal to 2048, and we need to find the number of terms, that is we have to find n. We know the formula for Tn is A into r raised to n minus 1. If I put the value of given Tn, that is 2048, it is equal to A is 1, r is now 2, and that raised to this n minus 1. So we have to express the left hand side in the powers of 2, and clearly it is 2 raised to 11, because we know 2 raised to 10 is 1024 and its twice is this one, so it is 2 raised to 11, and on the right side it is 2 raised to n minus 1. So on solving or comparing the powers, I will get n minus 1 equal to 11, and that will give you n is equals to 12. So the given term is nothing but the 12th term of that sequence. Okay, now let us proceed further for the fifth example. The common ratio of GP is given, that is R is equals to 5 is given, and a fifth term is given as 1875, and we have to find first term, means we have to find T1. T1, that is nothing but A. We have the formula for Tn. Using that, I can write T5 is equals to A into R means 5, and that raised to n minus 1 means 5 minus 1. So we have given the value of T5 as 1875. It is equals to A into 5 raised to 4. So this 5 raised to 4 goes in the denominator to the left side, and we have A is equals to 1875 divided by the 5 raised to 4 is nothing but 625, and clearly this divides the numerator, and we will get 3 as the correct answer. Okay, let us move further for the sixth example. These are very simple questions. The sum of 3 terms of GP is given as 21/4 and their product. And since the product is given, for simplicity or for convenience, we take the 3 terms as A by R, A and R. You can find that if I multiply the first term by R, I will get the second, and if I multiply the second term by R, I will get the third term. So these are the 3 terms in GP, and we have to find the common ratio. We have to find the common ratio, means we have to find R. So in the question it is given that their product is 1. So if I multiply these 3 terms A by R into A into AR, it is given, it is equals to 1. So R and get cancels, and we have A cube equals to 1, and this gives you A equals to 1. This is the value of A. We want to find R. Now in the first condition, it is given that their sum is equal to 21/4. That is A by R plus A into R is given to be 21/4. So solving by putting the value of A equals to 1, I will get 1 by R plus 1 plus R equals to 21/4. You can solve this, or you can also use the check method. You can put the value of R from the given options in this, and you can check whether we get the right hand side. As there is 21/4, there is more possibility of getting 4 in the denominator. So if I write R to be 4 here, so I will get 4 plus 1 5 into 4 is 20. So you can check, or you can solve this quadratic equation. You can just rearrange and solve. If I use the check method and if I put R equals to 4, the equation is satisfied, and that will give you. As we are going to solve these problems for CET or JEE, one need not to calculate all the calculations. One need not to perform all the calculations. You can also use the tricks, or you can also use the check method also. So here, by using the trial and error, I have used that R is equals to 4 is the correct answer. Okay, let us see now the seventh example. It is very easy question. We have to find the sum to the infinity terms of a GP. There is a formula. Yes, the sum to infinity terms, A upon 1 minus R. So in this problem, A is nothing but the first term, which is equals to 5, and the common ratio means the ratio of second term to the first term. that is minus 5 by 2 upon 5. 5 get cancels and we are left with minus 1 by 2. So using this formula, I can write the sum to infinity terms. A means 5 is divided by 1 minus minus 1 by 2. So it is nothing but 5, 1 plus 1 by 2, 3 by 2. And if I take this 2 to the numerator, it will become 10 by 3 as the correct. This is the formula for sum to infinity terms. We have seen in the previous lecture. Okay, now let us see the 8th example. We have not discussed this HP before, but I will give the trick, or I will give the formula for HP. The three other terms are said to be in HP. I will first define HP because in the previous lecture we have not seen this definition. These are said to be in HP. It is a simple condition if the reciprocals are in AP. 1 by T1, 1 by T2, 1 by T3, and likewise 1 by Tn are in AP. So using the formulas from AP, we can find HP. Using the formula for nth term of AP, we can find the nth term of HP, any term of HP. So it is given that this is a HP and therefore its reciprocals, that is 9 by 2 comma 7 comma 19 by 2 comma 12 must form an AP. This must be an AP because it is given that this is HP. So in AP, the formula for nth term is known. It is A plus n minus 1 into D. So we need to find the 10th term. So if I put n to be 10, T10, A is the first term, which is 9 by 2 in this case, plus n means 10, 10 minus 1 is 9, D the common difference. So just take the difference of second to first. It is 5 by 2, 7 minus 9 by 2, it is 5 by 2. So performing these calculations, what I am getting here, 9 5 is 45 plus 9. 45 plus 9 is 54 divided by 2 means 27. This is the 10th term of AP. And to find the 10th term of HP, we have to just take the reciprocal of this. So it is nothing but 1 by 27. Very easy. So you have to just remember this definition. The terms are in HP if their reciprocals are in AP. So if we get the nth term of AP, then its reciprocal will be the nth term of HP. Let us move further. The arithmetic mean of A and B is given by A plus B upon 2. So in the question, the arithmetic mean is denoted by capital A. So we have A is equals to A plus B by 2. So this is correct. We have to find which of the following is not true. The geometric mean of A and B is given by the formula. It is simply square root of A into B. In the question, the geometric mean is denoted by G. So this is also correct. This is also correct. Reciprocal of harmonic mean of A and B is nothing but 1 by A plus 1 by B upon 2, which I am solving give you this, and it is equals to 1 by H. And therefore, H is equals to this is also correct. H is equals to this is also correct. So the only wrong thing is D1. So answer is option D. Okay, let us move further. Let us see now the 10th example, the last from this exercise. It is given that the geometric mean of two numbers exceeds their harmonic mean by 6 by 5 and the arithmetic mean exceeds the geometric mean by 3 by 2, and we have to find the two numbers. So let us suppose the two numbers be small a and b. Let their geometric mean be denoted by G, capital G, the arithmetic mean by A, and the harmonic mean by H. We have the formulas for that. In the question, it is given that the geometric mean exceeds the harmonic mean by 6 by 5. Means G is equal to H plus 6 by 5. And what more is given? The arithmetic mean means A exceeds the geometric mean by 3 by 2. Okay, So we have a relation that g square is equals to a into h. So if I convert that values of a and h in terms of g, I will get one equation in g. So that is g square is equals to, I can replace this a by g plus 3 by 2 which is given into h. Again from this first equation I can write the value of h in terms of g as g minus 6 by 5. So here is the equation and we will solve this for finding g. Multiplying the two brackets on right side, I will get g into g, it's a g square, then g into minus 6 by 5 which is minus 6 by 5 into g plus 3 by 2 into g, and the product here is minus 18 by 10. You can simplify this. So that gives me this g square and g square on both sides get cancels. This g square and g square can be cancelled. So on the left side remains 0. From these two terms g can be taken common and in bracket remains 3 by 2 minus 6 by 5. This is nothing but 9 by 5 divided by 2 to the numerator and denominator. I may take this 9 by 5 to the left side. It will become 9 by 5 is equals to, perform these calculations, it is simply 5 3s are 15 minus 12. 15 minus 12 is 3 divided by 5 2s are 10. So solving this you will get the value of g. This I may divide by 5, 5 2s are 10, and that gives me g is equal to 6. But we know the formula for g is nothing but under root of a into b which is equals to 6. The geometric mean is given by this, and on squaring I will get a into b is equal to 36. So this is one equation. Now from the given relation, it is given in the question that a is nothing but g plus 3 by 2. So I may write capital A is equals to, g is now known to you, 6 plus 3 by 2. But the formula for capital A, that is the arithmetic mean, is known to us. It is a plus b by 2. And on the right side 6 2s are 12 plus 3, it is 15 by 2. So 2 get cancels and we have a plus b is equals to 15. Now we have to find the two numbers. We may not perform these calculations. If you go for the options and if you check the product should be 36 and sum should be 15, you can easily observe the options. The product, the sum is 15 and product is 36, and so the option is C. The sum is 15 and the product is 30. You can solve also, but if you have the options you can go for the check method. Okay, hope you got this simple solution. So we have seen some simple MCQs in today's lecture. In the next lecture we are going to see some more examples. We are going to discuss some tricks to solve some difficult examples from JEE, and also we will discuss the previous year questions. So do visit to our channel. If you have not subscribed yet, you should subscribe the channel so that you will get the notifications. Also press the bell button for getting the notifications for the new videos. Okay, thank you.